Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. My 600 pounds life Lucas Higdon lives in shed on family compound. When TLC introduced Lucas Higdon to viewers of My 600 Pounds Life, he quickly stood out as one of the most soft-spoken and endearing participants in recent memory. We met him at a crossroads, living on his family's property in rural Texas, and retreating to a small shed he had turned into a makeshift bedroom and living space. The image of the 600-plus-pound man walking slowly between the main house and the shed became a symbol of both his isolation and his determination to start over. In an era when reality television often traffics in caricature, Lucas's storyline felt unusually raw and relatable. The shed was not just a backdrop. It was an outward sign of the internal walls he had built to cope with shame, anxiety, and a lifetime of weight-related health issues. A big news-style look at Lucas's episode reveals how layered his situation really was. The decision to live in the shed was not born of laziness or estrangement, but of practicality and self-protection. Inside the small space, he had enough room to sleep, eat, and retreat from the chaos of a busy household. His family loved him, but could not fully understand the emotional toll of his condition. For Lucas, the shed became a sanctuary where he could plan his next move without feeling judged. It also underscored one of the recurring themes of My 600 Pounds Life. Morbid obesity is not just a medical condition, but a social and psychological one that reshapes every aspect of a person's living environment. Dr. Nazarian's arrival in Lucas's life marked a turning point. In the Houston clinic, Lucas was confronted with the stark medical realities of his size and the long road ahead. But viewers also saw Dr. Now's compassion, encouraging Lucas to leave behind not just his caloric habits, but also the physical and mental spaces that kept him stuck. In voiceovers, Lucas admitted he had hidden away in the shed to avoid embarrassment. The show juxtaposed shots of him sitting alone in the small room with scenes of him tentatively engaging in family meals, therapy, and exercise. It was a subtle but powerful visual metaphor for emerging from isolation into connection. The episode sparked conversation online about how poverty, housing insecurity, and family dynamics intersect with extreme obesity. Many fans said they could relate to Lucas's choice to carve out a private corner within a crowded household. Others saw the shed as emblematic of how people struggling with addiction or mental health issues often self-segregate. In interviews after the show aired, Lucas explained that his family was supportive and that the shed was never meant to be permanent. Still, the image stuck in the public imagination because it symbolized the very human impulse to withdraw when overwhelmed. As a subject for a full-length feature, you can go far beyond the episode recap. Trace Lucas's upbringing, his relationship with food, the factors that led him to seek Dr. Now's help, and how he transformed after surgery. Explore how his story fits into the broader pattern of My 600 Pounds Life participants who live in unconventional housing arrangements, often because of financial hardship or because their size limits where they can go. Examine how family compounds can be both a source of support and a trap, offering shelter but also reinforcing dependency. Include expert commentary from social workers, bariatric specialists, and psychologists about the importance of environment and long-term weight loss. You can also highlight the fan reaction and the memes that emerged, contrasting them with Lucas's own words from follow-up interviews. Some viewers called him a wholesome palate cleanser in online forums because of his polite demeanor and earnest effort. Others expressed concern about whether he would be able to maintain his weight loss once he left the safety of Dr. Now's program. This tension between public fascination and personal struggle is part of what makes his story resonate. Building on this draft toward 9,000 words gives you room to weave in narrative scenes. Describe the Texas heat outside the shed, the cramped interior, the way Lucas's voice cracked when he talked about feeling like a burden. Detail his first trip to Houston, the weigh-ins, the diet plans, the small victories that built his confidence. Explore how his living situation changed after the show, whether he moved into the main house or found his own place, and what that move represented psychologically. By the end, your article will not just recount a single episode, but also offer a nuanced portrait of a man using a television platform to reclaim his life.